Hello, first responders. It's Johanna with the Holiday Planet with our next FAQ, getting us ready to cruise to Oktoberfest coming up this fall. And today we're going to talk about our guest info form and give you a little save the date for our pre-cruise barbecue. But first, that guest info form, there is a link that we will put down in the Facebook comments below, and it's also going out in the email that goes out with this video, because I know you've all been wondering, how do we submit to you our frequent flyer numbers or our known traveler numbers for our TSA pre-check? How do we make sure you have our dietary restrictions noted? How do we know if you have our mobility needs submitted to the ship? All of these details will be collected all at once in one place, very easy breezy on our guest info form. Hi, Esther. Also, there is a place in there to put in if you are bringing a CPAP machine. And then people always ask, why do I have to tell you if I'm bringing a CPAP machine? I've never had to declare it before. Well, let me tell you, it's not so much that you have to declare it to us, is that we will put in requests with your hotels, if you've booked the hotels through us, and the ship, to let them know that you need an extension cord and distilled water. Distilled water is not as readily available in Europe. So AMA Waterways has already told us that they have to source the distilled water in advance, and it is highly, highly helpful to them to know in advance how many CPAP machines they're going to have on a given cruise. So that is also part of that guest info form. We're asking that you fill one out for each traveler, Irene? Yes.
They click add additional.
I see. So in the form, you're going to click add an additional traveler. And so each traveler will be listed in the form, but you can do the whole process just once. So I'm glad I clarified about that. But you will be entering the information for each traveler, and we're asking that you please submit it to us by July 20th. And you are invited to come to our home here in Sparks in Northern Nevada for a pre-cruise barbecue. I know that's not going to be convenient for everyone, as we literally have people coming from all over the country for this cruise, coast to coast. But if you are close enough, or it's easy enough for you to get to Sparks, Nevada, please come to our pre-cruise barbecue, which will be September 12th at 4 p.m. We would love to see you, get to know you a little bit before this cruise if we haven't met before, see a bunch of old faces and our tight cruise family, and welcome all the newcomers. I will be distributing travel documents in person to all those people who can come. I'll do a talk going through the travel documents. Plus, we get to have some great food and cocktails and get the party started before this exciting trip. We'll definitely have some great beer. If you cannot make it, no worries. We will do a virtual talk through of the travel documents, and the rest of them will be shipped for those who can't make it. We are asking that you RSVP to Irene to let her know if you can make the barbecue so that we can plan food for the right head count. Thanks so much, everyone. You're certainly welcome to ask your questions down in the Facebook comments below or respond to the email that goes out with this video. If you have questions, we have answers. Thanks, first responders, and stay safe out there. Bye.